Morgan Heritage, by Heritage's third generation heir. That's who he is. He's in the house from Jamaica to Kenya with his international love, his father being his biggest influence in his music. He even had his dad feature on a recent song. He's going to be talking about it. And, you know, just the remarkable ability for him to fuse the different genres of music. You know, in his songs, self-confidence is what you call it, which happens to be the name of his most recent album. He's going to be talking about that. Plus, as we also talk about Hawaii's finest reggae artist. He is of a Samoan descent, born in Long Beach, California, raised in Compton. His music is considered reggae, hinged with a bit of R&B, lovers rock. He's released a couple of albums, from Rose Petals, for which the Samoan brother of Compton earned the Grammy nomination. Let's do it again. Hitmaker JBoog is here with us. Hey guys.
How you doing?
Wagwan. So good to have you guys in the studio.
What's up?
My pa Samoan. Hello, hi,
Really?
how are you?
Is
Yeah,
it?
it is.
I'm proud to be the first over here.
Aloha, yeah.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for having me.
Wait, so now you know when I think Samoan, I think the rock.
Oh,
I don't know why
of
go in the
course.
rock
You
dress.
know, it's the same. You see
Right?
the resemblance?
No, I don't. But you know, here in Kenya, like we have tribes that are everyone's related. With the names, you're just, you know, from whatever you are.
Yeah, he's actually my brother. So. No, but I mean, in actuality, all Polynesians are pretty much related some way, somehow. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. So it was true. It was true. Now for you, Jemere, you come from a really, really big family.
Yeah.
How many? Do you know how many cousins you have?
No, because my grandfather has 30 kids, and each of my uncles have like 15 or 12 or something like that. So we lost count. Yeah,
So
it's a lot.
30
Yeah.
times 10, 12,
Exactly.
15.
Just imagine.
How many are you guys?
Or me siblings?
you
I'm
and
the
your-
oldest out of 14.
Out of 14.
Yeah, a lot.
JBoog, so
I'm
it's
the
just you and
youngest
the
out of
rock?
9.
You in the rock?
You're
I'm the youngest out of 9.
the youngest
Yeah.
out of 9? You're the ninth born.
I'm the baby.
That's
The big baby.
Wait, so do they treat you like a last born or?
Oh, yeah, for sure. When I was growing up in the house, I was always doing all the damn chores. So, but it was lessons learned in the house.
Yeah.
But that's just how it was, you know.
Yeah. And what about you? I mean, you know, Jemere with 13 siblings.
I got blamed for everything.
Why?
I'm the oldest out of the 14.
Yeah.
So anything that happens is, Jemere, why this happen? Why the dish is not clean? Why this, you know, so it comes with the responsibilities, you know. It's come heavy responsibility.
I can just imagine.
Yeah.
I can just imagine. Now, I want to talk a bit about your family. So I want to ask you a few questions, right? So now, one secret that we don't know about the Morgan Heritage family, what's that one thing that we don't know?
One thing that they don't know, let's see. That's a good question. I don't know.
You know, we
Because
know
I feel like
everything?
because I feel like the world knows everything that we do. You know what I mean? We don't really everything we do on camera is what we do on regular life. So I don't know.
Yeah. And Mojo Pizza, who's your favorite uncle?
Boy, you put me in a hard position. I mean, there's two different traits. You know what I mean? One is two different vibes. When I want to go chill and maybe burn a spliff and reason about life, I talk to my Uncle Mojo. But when I want to laugh a lot, yeah, my Uncle Peter.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, secret that they love to laugh. They love to joke. You know what I
Okay.
mean? As much as we're lying up and we love to joke around a lot.
And have a good time.
Yeah,
and
because
have
it
a good
makes
time.
keeps you happy during the travel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, JBoog, you know, people say that it's very risky to sort of take a break or any hiatus from the game, and you know, people sometimes they take time out and they take a break and come back. What is your advice for people and musicians who get into the game?
For me, I'm actually taking a break right now, and it was long needed. You know what I mean? The one who suffers the most is like my family, so I don't really get to spend as much time with my wife and my son as I want to. But I think taking a break is well needed sometimes, and touring extensively throughout the states and doing your job. But probably just don't stay away too long, because there's always new blood coming in, and you know what? I don't think it really matters, because everybody got the same vibe, same message, and that's what it's really about, getting the point across to the younger generation of people. So
Yeah.
but a break is definitely needed sometimes, though.
Yeah, because as an artist, you need a clear head. You need a clear head. So if you don't have a clear head, take a break and try to get away from the confusion, where you can identify the problems and look into yourself.
It's okay to relax sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I don't think we emphasize enough on how important it is for you to keep yourself very 100 mentally because of, you give and you give and you give so much in the game
Yep.
sometimes that you forget and you lose yourself.
That's why I do yoga.
Yes, is it?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's necessary.
Yeah,
It is. Now, Boog, even for you, your family's played a really huge part in your music and have really influenced it, from your sister to you actually got the name from your family.
Yeah, it was from my cousin Pete.
Yeah, and it was because you couldn't sit still. Is that true?
Yeah, as a teenager, I really couldn't sit still, and I just wanted to be everywhere and see everything. So I was just gone from the house most of the time, and that's why they just called me Boogie from that, JBoog.
Yeah.
JBoog.
And
I
your
was just
sister,
my boogie on.
and your sister also played a key role as well in getting you on stage and doing your thing. Oh, why are you laughing? Why are you smiling?
Well, because as a kid, my mom and my sister always pressured me into singing, even though I didn't want to. I just wanted to go outside and play. But she had me right next to the piano and trying to learn every song there was. But it's hard learning from your relatives because they have to slap you in the head every time. You know what I mean? You mess up or something. So that's pretty much what it was. I always get slapped in the head if I had the wrong note or something, and it was hard.
Yeah, imagine that.
But it was all good. I got to sing in front of my family as a kid for our family reunion, and that was my first taste at the stage. It was pretty intense.
Yeah, to get them, and they're the ones who are the harshest critics too. Your
Yes.
siblings,
But
they're like,
it was good.
listen to him.
Yes. Every song I record, because I have a bunch of kids in my house, so you get to see which song would pop faster or what would catch the kids' ear. Because the kids are, they determine which song is really popping at the moment. So I use my siblings to determine it. Is the song good? They're like, it's not finished. And, you see when they cry on their face, but when you see them repeating the song and you have one.
Yeah. In fact, let's speak about these songs, specifically your album, Self-Confidence. The name, very necessary.
In this time.
Building confidence in young children, which is something that you referred to. And you went ahead and you tweeted, in fact, you were talking about it on social media, just how important it is for us to be confident in ourselves. And, I'm trying to get the tweet right now, but, you talked about it. So you tell us about the album and why the name Self-Confidence.
It was a process of my life that I was going through too as well. I felt that a lot of things that I would want to approach, I would say them, but I wouldn't, approach it because of fear, or I'm like, well, this person is too big for me to reach out to, or like even Stoneboy. At one point, I was like, I don't know, Stoneboy is too big for me to do a collaboration with, and I reached out to him, and he's like, my lord, one time, you know what I mean? And that's just because I went with confidence. I wasn't like, yo, can I, you know what I mean? And we have a song together on my last album on transition called ACB. So, but with this new album, Self-Confidence, I felt that in this time that not just me, myself, young people around me, older people are taking their dreams to the graves, you know what I mean? And we need to believe in ourselves now, and while we're alive, attack our goals, attack our dreams, and live it out with confidence. Yeah. It
really is important.
Yeah,
a person can learn to become self-confident once you learn to give more of your energy and attention to the positive rather than the negative.
Fire burn negativity.
That's what you said.
Yeah, man.
No negativity
No.
needed around here. So you're touring the world with everyone else, or?
Yeah, well, we're planning a tour for the rest of the year, but we start a European tour July 5th in Spain, Portugal, and then we have a long link tour leading up to the US tour. So yeah, we're touring for about 5 months for the rest of the year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Boog, your relationship with the Morgan heritage family, stems about a
brother.
decade ago. So where did you meet? How did you meet? And, for you guys to work on this project together?
I first met Gramps. Gramps came to Hawaii for Pro Bowl weekend, and there was huge concerts out there. And Ira Love introduced him to Fiji, and then we all got to link up with each other. And that's pretty much how I got to meet all the Jamaican artists that I wanted to, because we went down with Gramps, and Gramps introduced us to everyone.
Yeah.
And he pretty much kind of like built that bridge, from Hawaii to Jamaica in a sense, And I got to go on tour with him as well. Everything just kind of hit off from that,
Yeah. Now, for a lot of people, when the kind of music that you grew up to and you were listening, it was very eclectic. Like it wasn't just reggae. How did you then fall on that?
I guess reggae was the one that really reached out to me, because all the mixtapes that we had from my older brothers in the room, I used to play all of them. There used to be funk, oldies, rock, rap. But being a kid, we always used to play reggae in the house, you know. And there was just songs that really grabbed at me, which was going through the same thing. And, you know, at the time I really couldn't understand it a lot, but as you listen to it more and more, you get the feel for it and what it's talking about, and you don't feel alone in a sense. You know what I mean? Because somebody else shares that pain as well. So I related to it really well, and I don't think there's any other genre that I want to do music in. You know, it hit me that hard.
And were people surprised, like when they saw you, they're like, "Oh wait, you're not from Jamaica?"
Every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it get irritating at any one point?
No, not at all. You know what I mean? It's on them to view it how it is, but this is what I love to do and what I want to do. So, you know, I'm not a rapper, I'm not a bodyguard, I'm a singer. They trip out every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, there was something that there's something we were talking about, and I was like, "Oh wait, can you do the haka?" He was like, "Wait, I actually used to do it when I was younger."
When I was younger, for sure, I could do the haka with all my cousins. You know what I mean? But don't really do the haka too much these days.
Let me show you something that could probably inspire you. So take a look at this. We get back, we see what Boog could do, right? So let's see. Take a look at this. You get scared too.
Yo, trust me, I went to a rugby game in Las Vegas, and they was doing the same type of, and I was like, and in unity.
Is that how it was? Like,
display it back. No, but yeah, it's a powerful, powerful. What would I say? What's the word for that?
Yeah, what's the
powerful
word?
staple in the culture. Yeah.
Save us.
I mean, it's the mana, it's the spirit that's been passed down generations and generations from our ancestors. Just pumping in your blood, every hit, every word that comes out of your mouth, that's who you're speaking for as well. And it's the dance of intimidation to the next opponent or just sharing your beliefs, you know?
I love that. I really do. Now, with that as well, I understand that there's a song that you know how to sing, a Kenyan song. Imenishika, imenishika, imenishika.
Did they tell you at the airport? Yo, word travels
How?
fast. I don't know. I mean, they were telling me to say it, but you know, I totally forgot the words. But now that you say it, I might.
Kamanishika, kamanishika, kamanishika.
Kamanishika?
Do you know what you're singing about? Though?
I don't. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's something that it's not about lales. It's about how do I say this?
What is lales?
Lales, mlambes, namnyonyes, mlambes. I actually didn't even know how hard this was to explain to someone. It's like, what? So, girls and boys, really. I feel like that's, Kimanishika is about, you know, if the authorities don't know, I feel like I'll have sold out the cooler generation. But yes, so now you know how to sing it, right? Kamanishika, 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 yeah.
Kamanishika,
kamanishika, kamanishika, yo. Kamanishika, 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 yo. Kamanishika.
That's about it. That's, yeah.
Oh, you didn't even sing it by yourself. Anyway, it's about wisdom of Mary and Jane.
Oh, that's what this song is
yes,
about?
Yeah.
Oh.
So kamanishika means like. It has caught me. Look at me. I'm just like. Oh gosh, oh Lord. Anyway, fine. So now, music. Here it is now. With wait. I was look at me getting lost with what I was asking. But your song became a worldwide smash hit, with people singing word for word. So you're in the studio. Was that the expectation of how wildly successful it became?
Not at all. I mean, I think it was a lot to do with Gramps and Don Corleone. The machine behind them, and I don't know how it caught fire like that, but we were happy about it, you know what I mean? And we had to catch up to the song in a sense, like for getting everything situated for touring and becoming an artist, because we didn't know anything about it. I don't know how it got that popular, but it's a blessing to go to places where a lot of them, where the language isn't English, and they sing "Let's Do It Again" word for word, like, you know what I mean? I'm tripping out sometimes, every day.
Yeah, it really is a massive song. And you know, now in the world of covers, you know, people take on songs and they go and give it their own twist, their own life. There's someone online who also took it up and gave it its own sort of life, and it also has a
Yeah.
lot of views. Yes.
Yeah. They did a cover for it, or
Yeah.
they redid it.
So LMI was really upset a few months back when someone did a cover and it ended up being so successful. They started making money from it. In fact, right?
Yeah.
You saw that, so they started making money.
I thought it was dope.
It really is. It's fire.
It's always been, even in hip hop music, you know what I mean, people always did over, make a song on their beat or something, man. But the internet would be the internet, and media would be media. Music is music, and if you feel like jumping on someone's beat, jump on it. You know what I mean? It's expression, expressing yourself how the rhythm feels. So, yeah.
Now, speaking about the internet, we saw a video on the internet, and this video, I want to know if it happens with you as well. Now, with a lot of people who have celebrity relatives, they either tend to embarrass or encourage you in the industry. Will Smith and his son have a very interesting relationship, and these are some of the things that Will Smith, the nice ones. There are times he force kisses him and, just does all of these dad stuff. Has Gramps ever done anything that just absolutely embarrassed you?
All the time. It's more musically. Growing up in sound check, we have sound check, and I'm trying to sing and perform. Sometimes while you're learning, you're stiff sometimes. So he would embarrass me in front of the whole band and Reggie, you need to do all of these things, man. You need to move around.
What is he doing?
I don't know. He calls it the coconut juice.
The coconut juice.
So he does those things, and as son to father, it's like, come on, really, right now in the middle of sound check. Well, you can show me this in the dressing room or something, but he does it in front of everybody all the time. When he's correct, everybody hate when your parents correct you in front of everybody. So to me, it's always like that. He always tries to correct me in front of people. So
gosh, unbelievable. All right, so now tomorrow, the festival is taking place, and a lot of conversation about just development as far as young people is concerned. The inclusivity discussion has been had for a while, and now it's time for them to demand and get that seat at the table to talk about issues that directly concern them. How do you hope this is going to impact them, Boog?
I hope they take something positive out of this concert. You know what I mean? We had another interview earlier too, when we were talking about the same thing about is it beneficial to the youth, and I think it totally is, because going to a concert and seeing, especially a band at the caliber of Morgan Heritage, you gotta be inspired every time Pete touches the mic with the band, and just the message alone will have you thinking some type of way. That was, I guess, my experience as well. That I got inspired from Morgan Heritage and Gramps, and he actually took me along and got to learn all kind of different ways to move along on the road and how to be a better professional artist, I guess. You know what I mean? And the one who covered the song, Pia Mia, that was her. She was inspired by us going to Guam as well, and made her redo the song. You know what I mean? You don't know how it will hit the youth, but I know for sure it will, in a positive way. Yeah.
Now, with a wide catalog, from transition now to self-confidence, what can people expect tomorrow, Jemere? Look at the camera and tell them why they need to come to Kasarani tomorrow.
Come to Kasarani, you know what I mean? Us as the Morgan family, we're always coming to Kenya. We don't want to just come musically. We want to come and inspire people, inspire the community, build more leaders, because if we build more leaders, people that the followers are still going to have followers, they will follow the leaders, and you have better examples. So come out and just come free up yourself. Come listen to some good reggae music, all positive music, no curse words, none of that, all positive music. And we just want to inspire the youth to wherever you want to become. You want to become a farmer, singer, a doctor, whatever. Believe in yourself. It starts with confidence. So yeah.
All right. Plus, you have massive names. It's going to be, I don't even know how long it's going to take. The names, the list is so long. You have Elaine, you have Diamond, you've got Jemere, you've got JBoog, you've got Morgan Heritage, you've got all of these names that are going to be on stage ready to entertain you tomorrow. So make sure that you come out and support.